Welcome back to the latest episode of Itihaas ke Panne. Today is 11th Feb. 11th February in Indian history is celebrated as the birth anniversary of the following personalities. Tilak Manjhi, 11th February 1750 to 1785, the first martyr of the Indian War of Independence. He had waged a long battle against British rule. He also led the famous Santa Revolution by the Santhals. Tilak Manjhi's name is taken as the first Indian freedom fighter and the martyr of the country. He raised his voice strongly against the heinous acts of the banditism of British rule. His brave freedom fighter was arrested in 1785 and then hanged. He was born on 11 February 1750 in Sultanganj, Bihar. Damodar Swarup Seth, 11 February 1901 to 1965, a famous revolutionary and patriot. He was the secretary of the Forward Bloc and a member of Congress Party. He was born on 11 February 1901 in Venlo, Uttar Pradesh. Tina Ambani, a former Indian actress. She is married to Anil Ambani, chairman of Reliance Group. She is actively involved in many foundations and charities. She was born on 11 February 1957 in Bombay, India. 11 February in Indian history is observed as the death anniversaries of the following personalities. Jamnalal Bajaj, 4 November 1889, 11 February 1942, a freedom fighter, industrialist and anthropologist. He was very close and true follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Jamnalal Bajaj also became the treasurer of Congress in 1920 and he remained in this post for life. He had established Satyagraha Ashram in Wardha. Apart from these institutions like Gau Seva Sangha, Gandhi Seva Sangha, Chip Sahitya Mandal, etc. were also established by him. Jamnalal Bajaj opposed to caste discrimination and also tried to upliftment of Harijans. The Jamnalal Bajaj Award has been instituted in his memory for doing commendable work in social fields and was died on 11 February 1942 in Wardha. Hari Krishna Jauhar, 1880 to 11 February 1945. His name is taken with great respect among the early Hindi novel writers. He has an important place among the acute and detective novel writers. Hari Krishna Jauhar had contributed significantly in developing the novel traditions established by Babu Devkinandan Khatri in the direction of Tilasmi novels. He died on 11 February 1945, Kashi. Din Dayal Upadhyay, 25th September 1916 to 11th February 1968, a leader of Bharatiya Jana Sangha. Pandit Dinadayal Upadhyay was a brilliant thinker, excellent organizer, and a leader who valued his personal honesty and integrity throughout his life. He has been a source of ideology, guidance, and moral inspiration for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Pandit Dinadayal Upadhyay considered those who divided Indian culture based on religion and set responsible for the partition of the country. He was not only a Hindu nationalist but at the same time he also a pioneer of Indian politics. Dinadayal believed that Hindus was not a religion or a sect but the national culture of India. Dinadayal Upadhyay's book is Integer Humanism, in which both communism and capitalism has been critiqued. He died on 11 February 1968. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, 13 May 1905 to 11 February 1977, known as the 5th President of India. His election as President is also a vivid proof of the secular constitutional system of India. India was partitioned on the premise that the Muslim class will not be able to get respect in independent India. The Muslim League and its leaders had also caused great damage to material harmony due to the gluttony of power. But when the second Muslim person in the form of Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad became the President of India, it became clear that Indian constitutional secularism has no match in the world. He died on 11 February 1977. Notable events on 11 February in India and world history. 11 February in 1543, Rome and England signed a treaty against France. In 1630, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir allowed the East India Company to set up a factory in Surat. In 1720, a peace agreement between Sweden and Prussia. In 1793, Venlo in the Netherlands was captured by the Prussian army. In 1840, the European countries of Norway declared independence. In 1826, the University of London was established under the name of University College London. In 1874, Elsa Beskow, a famous Swedish author and illustrator of children's books, was born. In 1889, the Meiji Constitution was adopted in Japan. In 1902, Lyubov Orlova, a Soviet and Russian actress, singer, dancer, and people's artist of the USSR, was born. In 1933, the publication of Mahatma Gandhi's Harijan weekly started. In 1944, German forces recaptured Apulia, Italy. In 1948, Sergei Eisenstein, a Soviet film director, screenwriter, film editor, and film theorist, died. In 1953, the Soviet Union broke diplomatic relations with Israel. In 1955, newspapers were first published in India. In 1959, Indian cricketer Venlo played his last test against West Indies in Delhi. In 1963, the US recognized the new government of Iraq. In 1964, Taiwan broke diplomatic relations with France on this day. In 1964, the war between the Turks and the Greeks began. In 1973, J. Hans D. Jensen, a German nuclear physicist and Nobel laureate, died. In 1990, the great leader of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, was released on this day from 27 years long prison sentence. In 1997, Indian astrophysicist Jaivan Narlikar was awarded in 1996 UNESCO Kurlinga Prize. In 2008, Russia Prime Minister Viktor Zhukov arrived in India on a 2-day visit. In 2009, Saraswati Samman was announced to famous Assamese writer Dr. Lakshminandan Godla. 11 February is observed as World Day of the Sikh. This day was introduced by Pope John Paul II as a way of believers to offer prayers for those suffering from illness. 11 February is also observed as International Day of Women and Girls in Science. It is celebrated to recognize the role of women and girls in science, not only as beneficiaries but also as agents of change, also to achieve gender equality and empowerment of women and girls.